Hello to all my mugs and mongrels out there. This week's story is about William Reid. William Reid was a member of the Belfast Brigade of the Irish Republican Army in the 1970s. And his murder at the hands of British troops is the subject of today's song, the Ballad of Billy Reid. It's an extremely violent song because after the British killed Billy, they kicked his body around and dragged him through the streets by the hair for several hours. The song was written by the brilliant Brian Lyons, the Ballad of Billy Reid. Let me sing you a song of a terrible wrong, when the flags they flew at half-mast, of a man who lay dead. He was riddled with lead, and he died on the streets of Belfast. Oh, the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with a gun in his hands. Oh, they didn't say why Billy Reid had to die, for he died to free Ireland. It happened one day when the bold IRA went out to fight for our land. With an old Thompson gun, set the troops on the run, and return to our home was their plan. Oh, the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with a gun in his hands. Oh, they didn't say why Billy Reid had to die, for he died to free Ireland. While returning the gun, Billy met British Huns, and when the fight had begun, his position was dire, and his gun didn't fire, so he died with that old Thompson gun. Oh, the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with a gun in his hands. Oh, they didn't say why Billy Reid had to die, for he died to free Ireland. Although he was dead, he was kicked in the head. By his hair they dragged him around, but they still fear him yet, and they'll never forget how brave Billy Reid stood his ground. Oh, the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with a gun in his hands. Oh, they didn't say why Billy Reid had to die, for he died to free Ireland. If you think he was right, then come join the fight and help to free Belfast. 'Cause the blood that he shed, although he lay dead, and his heart sure a memory will last. Oh, the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with a gun in his hands. Oh, they didn't say why Billy Reid had to die, for he died to free Ireland. Well, thank you for being part of this week's story, and thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to ring the bell and subscribe. And until next week, steer clear of the rocks, except when you don't.